What's going on, everybody? I'm Eric Lindquist at Awesemo.com, and I'm going to be talking Monkey Knife Fight plays with you, my 3 favorite plays to utilize over on their site today. If you have not had a chance to go check them out, they are a prop-based game. You basically get to play your favorite numbers, just like you would in your DFS lineups. All of their fantasy point systems are based off of FanDuel scoring, so it's very easy to take all of your projections from those, run them over to Monkey Knife Fight, and have some fun. So let's take a look at those now. My first pick of the day here is Luka Doncic, less than 54.5 fantasy points, coupled with Kevin Durant, less than 50.5 fantasy points. That gives you a 3.6x multiplier on your money. It's underneath the more or less tab if you go over to Monkey Knife Fight. Basically, Luka Doncic, he's gone completely insane in this Clippers series. He really enjoys playing against this Clipper team. Going back to the bubble, played very, very well there, but 16 for 29 from the field his last time out was extremely effective shooting the ball. Not something that I'm necessarily expecting for him to duplicate this time out. I got to expect the Clippers are going to come out with a little bit more fight. You got to be slowing down Luka Doncic if you're going to be successful as the Los Angeles Clippers. So I feel pretty good shorting him. If you head over to our DFS projections page as well, over on FanDuel, you're looking at Luka Doncic, who's closer to 51 fantasy points. So that's a nice 3.5 point buffer. Really like the under. Coupling that with a guy like Kevin Durant, who's at 50.5, that is way, way, way too high. And I know he's played very well the last 2 games, 49.9 and 54.1 FanDuel points. But last game, he had 5 stocks, even though he only played 29 minutes. That's not going to be something that we're going to see routinely out of a guy like Kevin Durant. So I'm kind of fading not just his stocks, but overall his shooting as well. 8 for 12 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3, 8 for 8 from the line. Extremely effective. He can certainly get more shots up than that, but I feel pretty good considering Harden and Kyrie Irving are sharing the floor with him. Definitely taking the under here as well. So for every dollar you're putting in, you're getting 3.6x back on your money. Love this play. My second pick of the day over at Monkey Knife Fight is going to be in a gameplay version known as Rapid Fire. Now, there are 2 1v1s, so you have a player versus another player in fantasy points. Again, this is all underneath FanDuel scoring, but we're going to take Luka Doncic to beat Kevin Durant, and we're going to take Kawhi Leonard getting plus 0.5 fantasy points to beat James Harden. Now, we talked a little bit about Luka. He's projected around 51 for it would be FanDuel points up against Kevin Durant, who's closer to 43. That's not enough disparity. Kevin Durant's getting 4.5 there, but still like Luka Doncic a little bit more. He doesn't have to share the floor with 2 other guys like James Harden and Kyrie Irving. Definitely like his output a little bit more than Kevin Durant, even though I'm a little bit shorter on both of them compared to what the field is and compared to what their lines are for our previous prop over here on Monkey Knife Fight. Kawhi Leonard is kind of an interesting case study up against James Harden, but you got to expect that the Clippers are going to do absolutely everything they can down 0-2 to let Kawhi Leonard and Paul George just kind of run the show for the Clippers. James Harden, again, he could be defaulting a little bit more to Kevin Durant. He could be defaulting to Kyrie Irving. He can certainly put up fantasy points. We know that, but with a similar projection, I just like Kawhi Leonard a little bit more in a must-win game for the Clippers. For my last play of the day, we're going to go a little bit crazy, but we're going to head over to the triple doubling bonus. So basically, we're looking for 3 players that have the opportunity to get a triple-double tonight. I know, that sounds a little crazy, but 0.5 gets you 1.2x. So if you get one of the 3 that can triple-double, you at least get a little bit of money, a little bit of profit there. But the main appeal of doing this is there is a $5,500 pool that exists on Monkey Knife Fight if you can correctly get all 3 players to have a triple-double on the same night. So therefore, we're going to go with Luka Doncic, we're going to go with James Harden, and we're going to throw in Julius Randle, who I believe is the 3rd most likely person to also get a triple-double on this slate. He's more of the talking point. We know that Luka Doncic and James Harden have that kind of upside, but Julius Randle, as soon as 4 games ago against Charlotte, put up a triple-double with 13 assists. The potential is there. He absolutely needs to be an offensive catalyst for this basketball team if they're going to beat the Atlanta Hawks in this series. So I like his opportunity to get a triple-double at some point during this series. So if you couple him together with these 3, you have an opportunity to possibly win $5,500, your share of that prize, with just a $5 entry or more. So check that out and good luck. So those are my 3 picks for the day. Make sure you check those out. Luka and Durant, taking the unders on those in the more or less page. On Rapid Fire, Luka and Kawhi, we're taking them up against Kevin Durant and James Harden. And of course, the triple-double bonus for the 3-for-all jackpot, where we're going for that $5,500 over at Monkey Knife Fight. Make sure you use the projected stats page to help you in case you want to be making a couple of other plays on some of those props that they have available. And best of luck to you all.